This episode of Limit Break Radio is made possible by our generous Patreon donors, including Hasio Sora of Sargentanis, Samos Arvos of Behemoth, Cake Zambi of Cerberus. Thank you so much for your support. If you want to support Limit Break Radio, visit patreon.com/limitbreakradio.
Live from Eorzea. Limit Break Radio. With your hosts, Nero.
Now behold the horror you have wrought.
Kahlo.
I said don't take your clothes off.
Juxtaposition.
I don't get it.
Ascalia.
Holy shit, totally forgot about him.
And Mika.
Oh my god.
LimitBreakRadio.com.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Limit Break Radio, episode number 14, part 3.
Part 3.
Thank you for joining us today on twitch.tv/Limit Break Radio. If you're listening on the podcast and you want to join in all of the awesome live fun, head on over to twitch.tv/Limit Break Radio. Follow our channel, and if you really like what we do, spend the $4.99 a month and become part of the LB Army and subscribe to Limit Break Radio on Twitch. So we are live from Eorzea. Let's kick it over to the studio, the not quite studio.
Very much a studio in Observatorium.
I would also like to point out...
It's more like a pub party.
Don't point out anything. Nobody
Shut
cares.
your mouth. I'd also like to point out that the person standing behind me there is apparently Kahlo Landers. And
She looks prettier than you.
as far as Rogadin go, she's actually not... I approve. This is the beginning of my my fangirl harem.
Oh, I see.
Just your
fangirl
beginning?
base.
I see.
I already have a fine girl ham.
Yeah. It looks
50
like
strong.
it. It looks like
50,
it.
50 strong.
As you sit over there in your little robe and gown, looking all emo.
I am mysterious.
Also, Ascalia, you DC'd. I took your chair. Get the fuck out.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Number 6.
Yeah. Wow. That what? You really did you really log back in and sit on top of her?
No, I literally just logged back in and I was still sitting.
So. It sounds like she finally got that.
I have a growth
Yeah,
growing out of my chest.
It looks cancerous. You should probably get that operated on.
This is the picture I should have used for the Nicalia card.
There
right
you go. Yes, Nicalia
Wow.
It's sort of like human centipede version of Nicalia.
Can we...
I could have went all day without you reminding me that actually existed. Although, I do have to tell you that it's a lot more pleasant thought than sharing a ride home with this douchebag over here.
Damn.
You know what?
Salty.
You suck at
And
everything.
do you have a chair corner for a timeout for him?
They're both in a corner already.
Why don't you
Jeez.
time out yourself?
You guys are being brutal today. What's going on?
I think I'm going to have to treat you
He's
like
a
my
dick.
second graders.
That's what's
Please
going on.
make smart choices. Do I have to do
Smart
that
choice
with
is
you?
not talking to this douchebag ever
Okay,
again.
then take your own advice and zip it.
Have fun getting home.
Okay. Okay.
You really think your GF's going to let you leave me here?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No. She loves me more. That's why I've gotten breakfast in bed 3 times.
It's called pity breakfast. Quit being emo.
It was pretty delicious.
Delicious like your tears.
Ow.
Wow.
You're not a Nero.
Yeah, that's right. Don't even try to be.
And you've known these guys for a long time. I saw as a seasoned, callow position observer. I need to know
Don't
what's
you
going
use
on.
that word. That is a dirty word. Don't ever want to be associated with him like that again.
Yeah.
Jeez.
He does not deserve the title of position.
Yeesh.
You ever notice that my name always came first? Bitch.
Get that crap out of here.
Talking about Kahlo. Randers.
Your face is crap.
Good one.
Good lord.
I kind of don't know what to do.
I don't know.
How about if we carry on with the show?
Getting awkward.
You're getting
Going to take away behavior points, children.
What the fuck is a behavior point?
Seriously, I'm
I don't
gonna
care
have
unless
to
I get
start treating
chocolate.
you like my second graders.
Wait,
Do I get chocolate?
Do you actually have a system called behavior points?
No, we call them tags, and if you lose tags, you don't get a prize at the end of the week.
I think you should. We should apply the very same logic to Final Fantasy XIV.
What's the prize?
If you don't log in every week, they take away tombstones.
What's funny is I called them tags, and the kids are like, "Can we call them hashtags?"
Oh, because
that's how our youth has evolved.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh my God. All right. So thank you for joining us for part 3 of Limit Break Radio. On this part, of course, we are still joined by our wonderful guest Ethis, and if we happen to receive any calls or questions from the chat, Ethis is going to be our on-demand expert to make sure that we know what the hell we're talking about and answer all of your questions. So,
how did he say we're supposed to summon him back again?
I think we say his name 3 times, sort of like
while looking into a mirror.
Yeah, it's a little bit like Beetlejuice.
Reminds me of the Bloody Mary.
Nobody cares.
So yeah, if you do have any questions for Ethis, he's sticking around and we'll take those. I think he's a bit quiet at the moment. So, but trust me, he is still here.
He is always among us.
Yes, and yeah,
a fungus among us.
Okay, that was weird.
Mushrooms.
Yes.
Stop being an idiot. Thanks.
Okay, so on the last part 3 episode that we did on episode 13, part 3, we did a enormously popular segment called Limit Breaking Music, where we showed off some awesome musical talent that exists within the Final Fantasy XIV community, and we want to bring back that segment, and it was so popular. You guys liked it enough that we want to give it a second go round here on part 3. So we've picked out a couple of tunes for you to check out, and the first one, and everyone knows this guy. Of course, if you listen to the show, you know that he provides us with much of the music that we use on the show. He does great rock guitar video game covers, but he also makes his own original music that you can pick up at his website, and of course you can find more information. I am speaking of Husky by the Geek. He is known.
Husky by the Geek.
He is known far and wide in Eorzea as of course the master of the guitar covers, and we're going to take a look at some of the other guitar covers that exist in the Final Fantasy XIV cover spectrum, and then one it's not a guitar cover, but it's a cover that I quite like. So, but our first song comes to us from Husky by the Geek, and this is he did this for Soken's birthday, and this is one of the most impressive medleys of Final Fantasy XIV music that I've ever heard. So, I'll go ahead and bring this video up here. Now this is cool because oh, what the hell?
Yeah, press play.
I did. Thank you. Why? I don't know why this always happens when we try to play YouTube clips.
that suddenly they don't buffer.
Yeah, they don't buffer correctly.
Interesting. It would buffer just fine on my end. I'm playing it.
Yeah, it has something to do with Comcast. Give me just a second. I'm going to try something else here.
We do not need the attitude, Nika.
Yeah, seriously. Not helpful.
Behavior points taken away.
I guess I'll pause it so you don't talk.
Minus DKP. God damn it. And of course, bring it up again, and there's an ad running. So, all right. Give me a hot second here. All right. And now I got to... You guys keep up the conversation.
It looks
God damn
like
you.
It's buffering now.
So, I was noticing about how cool I am all the time.
Jesus Christ.
Can we? Yeah.
It's kind of
just a little bit less than that, but it's fine.
About Final Fantasy or music or
yeah, something that's related. Why do you always have to ruin everything?
Yeah, Kahlo.
Oh, that was harsh.
Ruin everything.
You ruin everything.
No, Juxta, you ruin everything.
Comma.
You know
Juxta,
what?
You are being a bad sport. You can lose.
He's just a little bit jealous because now we actually have a segment devoted to talent. So that's something that he's not able to be included in.
Yeah. See, the chat knows what I'm talking about. That throttling. Yeah. Throttling is a serious issue. All right, here we go. And, of course, now it's muted. I'm awesome at this!
Good audio, Manson.
I swear to God, I'm really good at this.
I like his husky hat.
That's his look.
The thing.
Yeah.
I know, I'm just saying, I like it.
That's his thing.
So obviously people with musical talent are awesome, but people who are actually able to do this, like play different parts and then put them all together as one
It's
thing.
amazing. He also does play the drums on this too. He just doesn't film himself playing.
But like, I mean, there are people out there who put like hundreds of little tracks like this together to make one huge song, and I'm like, how can your brain handle
But
that?
like the fact that he's mashing, like
Shiva
he just mashed Shiva and Ramu together, and then he mashes Shiva and Leviathan together, and then back to Shiva and Ramu. Like that's really
You know
impressive.
what? I'm convinced this isn't one dude. This is four brothers in identical rooms.
Yeah.
They're just
Huskies
playing
by the
together.
Geek?
Huskies by the Geek.
I've noticed a few times, because I play the Primal songs in my car all the time, like a nerd, and I've actually noticed some parts where I can put the little Garuda vocal thing into the Leviathan song, and it sounds pretty sweet too. Might try that someday.
And here's Shiva and Garuda.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool.
So basically what I'm gathering is Shiva just goes with everything.
Yeah, kinda.
It's the new, what's it, Benny Hill song. Shiva goes with everything.
Here's, I think it actually gets cooler as it goes on.
Oh, this is a kick-ass solo.
It's cooler than this.
Yeah. So he starts, goes into Titan.
Guys, I'm getting hard.
Gross.
I feel like I should start screaming.
Fuck you, Titan.
Fuck you, Titan!
Everybody's favorite part to that song.
Thank you for all of the compliments on that, by the way.
You really enjoyed those two.
At least he doesn't email himself on the show.
So
You have no proof.
So he goes from Titan. Here, check this out. This is great. Into Leviathan. I mean, it's just like none of these should like logically go together, and it's amazing how well he weaves them together.
Can we get the Husky Brothers to perform at our next FanFest event?
I have considered it. I would love to get Husky to come perform. I don't know how he would do this thing that he does.
Well, there's obviously clones of him.
Yeah, without cloning. And then he goes into Ultima. I mean, obviously, this is like a personal favorite of mine because this is what we closed the show on. And the fact that he goes into Ultima and then he'll throw something here on top of Ultima in a second.
They put Ultima on Theater Rhythm. I bought it. So cool.
It is legitimately one of the best tracks of all of 2.0. So he goes into the Fate, and then he'll combine Ultima and Fate here to finish out.
So awesome. Why are there 5
Oh my god!
Right? He adds Ultima on top of Fate, and you're like, it can't get any better, and then it does.
Does he have download links as well?
Yes, there are MP3 links for all of those. And then he throws
You're ruining it with your voice, De Niro.
Oh my gosh. Plus Garuda.
plus Garuda.
Why does this sound so good?
It doesn't. It shouldn't logically go together. It's amazing.
Well, he definitely has changed the keys of a couple of them things.
That's true.
It should just sound like garbledness when you put songs over top of each other, but holy damn.
Please
Carletta wants his puppies.
Please take a second. Visit Louder, Bandcamp, Google Play, iTunes, Spotify. Find Husky by the Geek. Facebook.com/Husky by the Geek. Twitter.com/Husky by the Geek. You need to download all of his covers. He doesn't just do FF14 music. He does plenty of other great music. Again, original music that you can download. He's got covers of I want to say he's Kingdom Hearts, as well as
Smash Brothers,
maybe a Mega Man.
Zelda.
Zelda,
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who.
Oh.
He's got some really great covers. So
God, that was just so cool. I want to listen again.
It's fantastic. Again, Husky by the Geek. Find him and make sure that you subscribe. He's definitely worth checking out. All right, this next video, if you give me just a moment to pull it up, comes to us from a guy who on YouTube who goes by the handle VGM. Which I, if I understand correctly, stands for Von Grimm Music, and he seems to be rather new in terms of his guitar covers, but he did something. He did a track that I'll be honest, I've been waiting for Husky to do for quite a while, and still hasn't come up with yet. But he did a cover of the Corpse Hall, aka Odin's theme. And it's definitely something else. Husky does great stuff, but I'm equally as enamored with VGM. You can find more information at facebook.com/Von Grimm Music. He also does a great version of Battle on the Big Bridge, and he's been doing other covers, including music from Mass Effect 3, Pokemon, Legend of Zelda, and Kingdom Hearts 2.
It's a good lineup.
Yeah, definitely solid, super solid. So why don't we check out his version of the? And of course,
Corpse Hall. I love how his name
it.
just goes with it. Von Grimm, the Corpse Hall.
Yeah, exactly. But this was I loved the Odin music when it finally got introduced. With the. Or was that the music?
They played it during the Fate.
They did play it in the Fate. Yes. Okay, yeah, that's right. But I don't know.
It's not the same thing.
It's really not, because I don't know. I feel like you encountered the Fate so infrequently, and I never have my.
I don't think I've ever noticed the music during the Fate.
Never have
I
my.
It's just like a big lag fest.
You never have. Yeah, I never have my music
the
up.
Fate cheers of people going. Rah!
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, you can never.
How does that go again, Nika?
Just like that.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that again.
Owned.
All right, so this is VGM, Von Grimm Music, with the Corpse Hall. This guy also wins for his hair, too. He's got awesome hair.
Of course he does.
I used to have hair easily that long.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was
Back
longer
in
than
college.
that.
Yeah, it might have been longer than
I
that,
remember.
actually. And this is another example. He's a multi-instrumentalist playing bass, guitar, and again, this is just such a solid cover.
Like, damn people and their talent.
So good. This is one of the tracks that I've been waiting for Husky to cover, and here comes VGM, and man, he does such a good job with it that, of course I'd still love to hear Husky do it, but this is so satisfying.
I love watching his string work. That's so cool.
These guys are so talented. It sort of pisses me off how talented they are.
It's all right. Dick jokes, man. That's our specialty.
Yeah, okay, all right. That's right.
We got that market corner.
I'm pretty sure if they were on the air just making dick jokes, it wouldn't be funny at all.
Because reasons.
Carletta says, I enjoy his fingering. Praise it!
Sure, she phrased it exactly how she meant to.
That's the right term. How many times
my
have
favorite part.
Is to watch your fingering?
This is the best part right here.
good.
Dude, he just kills it, man.
So good.
He just beats the shit out of it, man. It's so good.
Almost
wiped.
Anything by intro?
No.
Why not?
Cuz.
You're not this cool douchebag. This sounds so epic.
So good.
I actually want to do this fight again now.
Yeah, just to hear the music again.
Yeah.
But we can just play his music on loop mode
Yeah.
instead.
Hang on, the best part of this whole video is coming in a second. Hang on. Wait for it. Zantac Zukin server way.
Of course.
Best part. So again, to check out VGM's channel, head on over to youtube.com/Von Grimm Music. Super epic, and I'm just such a huge fan. Obviously the chat seemed to like it as well as you guys. So I think we've
That was a win.
that was a solid win. All right, we're gonna check out another guitar-based cover here. Now this one comes to us from Japan. I actually had to run this. Hang on.
Sorry.
Track. Hang on. It's okay. We're gonna get to you. I actually had to run this through Google Translator because this guy comes to us from Japan, and his name is Boku Dora. And he does a rock version of Nemesis. Now this is really cool because this has got like a little music video that goes along with it. That's, as much as I love dudes rocking out in videos, this is a little bit more involved. So definitely props to him for going the extra bit of distance and putting some really cool visuals with this monster track that he does. So this is his version of Nemesis. Now, again, I don't know a whole lot about the dude. He's done some other arrangements for FF11. I think he does the Shadow Lord theme as well as FF8. And you can find out. I'll just put a link to his channel in because I honestly wouldn't know what to tell you to search because it's just like channel and then gobbledygook. So if you're listening live on the Twitch stream, here you go. Here's a link to this next video. So this is Boku Dora with his cover of Nemesis. See, I told you, track, we'd get to you. It's okay.
Oh, he's got a music video to go with it, too?
Yeah, I just got done saying that.
Said that.
Wow.
I was paying attention to chat. We have a legacy listener found us again.
Oh, yay.
Rubber Ducky.
Yay. What's up, Rubber Ducky? Now, I mean, I hear what this guy did, where he kind of took the original track and then just laid a guitar track over it. And I mean, I dig it. Especially, with the music video, that's really cool too. But it kicks into second gear here in a second.
say. I feel like it's getting ready for something. Oh, he's a Lala. It's too bad.
Record footage without the UI on? You're gonna just like...
It's so dangerous.
Yeah, that seems really challenging.
He just ran in front of the tank. I think it looks like he might have done it on purpose. Like, I'm gonna stand in front of you to cast a spell.
Yeah, no, this is actually really cool.
No, he did a really good job.
It's like it gives you a really personal feel to it, like you're actually being introduced to characters who are doing a battle.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Oh no, ring the tails.
This is really epic.
Yeah, I really like the first-person perspective that it takes, too.
Look at those weapon skills.
Ooh, that's a little badass.
That's so cool!
The tank is wearing Coliseum gear and a thong. I think Juxta might have been his costume director.
Best costume.
Oh, this is a really, really cool concept, the way that he does these. This is awesome.
Yeah.
You know, even though he was the first Primal, I still think the Ifrit fight in cutscenes was my favorite.
Yeah, the Ifrit introduction was pretty badass.
Look at that.
Yeah, but I mean, like, fire is just such a badass element on its own. Like, I don't know, water is a little bit harder to make cool. You know?
His perspective when he's like spinning around the arena.
Yeah, that is really cool.
I mean, they must have went in with saying, we can do this fight with 7 people. You just run around and videotape.
Well, he either used probably his own FC saying, this is my idea, I need you guys to do this for me.
It's brilliant, though.
Yeah,
I mean, it's so well executed.
The camera work is phenomenal.
Oh, it gets all pretty when it goes to the lake.
Yeah.
Oh, that was awesome.
It's a cool transition,
That was
man.
a great transition.
I like the drums here.
Yeah. It's a cool breakdown, man. See, I told you, like, the second half of this track actually kind of kicks into a second gear.
You know, AMVs are something that I've always wanted to do, but with my shitty-ass computer, and watching these, it makes me want to do it so much more.
These guys do a great job, man.
I want to be up there next to names like Denmo and Bokudora.
Look at that Manderville. The second I thought that was Mr. Face.
Oh! That was badass, dude.
Awesome.
That was so cool.
Did you see that Harley Quinn glamour?
Yeah, I did. I did see that. That was badass. Hey, Hildebrand.
This is so cool.
We could do like Sailor Moon parody, man, where you just transform into shit.
Totally.
The way the sunlight glistens off of his body.
Stonk.
That is a great video. Just going with the music is just perfect.
It's so good.
That's one of the things that has always impressed me most about music videos is, I mean, it's one thing to just take the video and put it over something that seems relevant, but when it actually feels like the video and the music are like one,
this is on purpose.
one being or
Yes.
one unity, it's
totally.
amazing. It gives you chills.
This is a great trailer for the game, I feel like.
It really is. So good.
like all of their positions are not clustered up or anything. It looks so natural, like something you'd see in like a movie or an anime or something.
Da-dun.
That was great.
That was so
really
good.
super well done.
Wow.
This was one that I actually really wanted to feature the first go round, and all of these I really wanted to do, but I was like, we can't do like 9 fucking tracks. So that's really the real reason that it's coming back around, is that these were so good, and we wanted to do these the first time, and yeah, we weren't able to. So again, find him. You can just search FFXIV Nemesis Rock Arrange, and you'll be able to find it. But the name of the artist, Bokudora, and if you know how that goes in Japanese, you could also probably Google that. I don't know. So our last cover isn't actually a rock cover, but it is a cover. Much like Husky's cover, as well as VGM's cover, and this is a guy who's actually been around for a while, and he goes. His name is Ko Ogata. Now he did a bunch of Irish version FF11 tracks way back in the FF11 days, and actually released an album with K-Waves Lab, which I'm not sure if that's just him and what he kind of composes under or covers under, or if there are other people involved. But they released an album called Vanadil Traditional Suite of Minstrels, and it's a really great record if you like FF11 music. And again, he takes a decidedly Irish feel to his music, and it's really just it's really very cool. So we're going to get around to playing his thing, and for some reason it's not letting me select the sub window. That's weird. I don't know why.
No, I like Irish music. Do the thing, Nero.
Give me a second.
Work your audio magic.
I'm working on it.
Audio Mansit.
God. I asked you guys to, just fill time in this, like when I'm trying to get things up on screen, because it's really hard for me to, continue to talk and concentrate and make words. And instead, you guys
really
just,
good job.
all you guys do is make fun of me.
Criticizing you is so fun.
It's entertaining. And isn't that what we're really here to do?
Look at him
is to entertain.
Wow, it's
all of us are sweating. Thanks. So, by the way, this is Ko Ogata's version of Salt Sweat. Salt Slept. Is that it? Swept. Jeez. Salt Swept. Which is actually
Meadows. Isn't that we listened to a previous version of that?
Which is actually it's labeled on YouTube as On Windy Meadows, but Reddit has since corrected me, and it's actually a cover of Salt Swept.
Oh, okay.
But if you want to find it, it's you can search for it as On Windy Meadows, A Realm Reborn version. So let's check out this track from Ko Ogata.
He's got a violin. He's drinking coffee up in that one.
Yeah.
Aw, it's pretty.
I really like this.
I mean, it's pretty faithful to the original, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, this is one of those things where, like, if you hadn't heard this song in a while, you might just think, this is just the song, right?
Yeah, actually. I mean, it's so well arranged. It's really impressive. And again, go ahead, Nika.
What's the name of that instrument? It's an Irish flute of some sort, but I don't know what it's called.
Irish flute.
Don't know.
No idea.
Or it's like a recorder, but metal and cooler.
Is it a lute, maybe?
Mm-mm.
No.
It's kind of like a recorder, but it's bigger.
A lute is a stringed instrument.
A tambourine.
Shut up.
No, they're not. Oh, it could be a tin whistle. They're not piccolos or flutes. Those are to the side, guys.
Piccolo's a Dragon Ball Z character. Sorry. I really love music like this. That's like folky and really anything that comes from that area of the world. Ireland or just all of them. I just really like this kind of music. And you're right, it is really, really true to the original one. I actually was just listening to this song the other day in game because I've had my sounds on because of the cutscenes and all. Oh, that was nice.
Awesome, and he's got a
great ending.
He's got a lot of other FF14 tracks that you can check out too, including I think Twilight Over Thanalan is one. But it, honestly, worth checking out. Again, Ko Ogata. Easily one of the best subs that you'll find. Again, youtube.com/Ko K-O-U Ogata. And some of his other covers include Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy III, and some other compositions. And so that takes care of limit-breaking music.
Really good music, I'd say.
I'd like to point out that we got, I'm pretty sure he's new. I think Josh's secret from the chat, he came because of Ethis, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, new person in the chat.
Yeah,
Nice.
so he's only been here for a little while, and he already gets the sense that Kahlo is greater than Juxtaposition.
Interesting.
Doesn't take him long to realize how the dynamic here works out.
I'm smelling a fake. A new person comes in and instantly
he followed Ethis. Are you calling into question Ethis's
I'm
fans?
calling into question your ethics, sir.
I may be a thief, but I don't have to resort to cheating like that because look at the competition I'm going up against.
Yeah,
it's not much.
You kind of have to at this point.
It's not much
because you don't got anything going for you at all.
I have everything going for me. I'm Kylo motherfucking Landis.
Kylo motherfucking Randis. A.k.a. Randy.
When was the last time that somebody made a parody character for you?
Because I'm perfect in every way. They don't have to. You can't improve on perfection. You can only go up.
Nobody's perfect, which makes you nobody. Hey, like that.
So
dick.
I'm perfect.
Ow,
dick.
Good Lord.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is that all you got?
Getting tense in
I don't need any more, okay? Because you're
the bottom of the barrel. You're like
bottom of the barrel. But I am
lowest
one of the
common denominator.
I am one of the two that helped create this show from the bottom up, and we brought you in because you were sitting up in the room alone.
Okay. So where were you at the start of this? At the start of 14?
Pretty
where
sure
were
that
you?
I was here.
Oh, were you? Were you?
Yeah,
you were part of the host right from the start, huh?
You brought
No, you
Obviously,
weren't.
I came back because you guys couldn't pull this without me. You needed me.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
And you just can't admit it. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
It's like listening to that couple argue when you hang out with them. You're just like, God.
Fuck you too, Escalia.
Weird.
Yeah, go eat a dick.
Too. Eat a big one. Stop agreeing with me.
You don't agree with me.
Hashtag's gone for both of you.
You guys should just. I'm gonna mute both of your mics. How would you like that?
You can't stop the rage. This has been building up for a long time.
You know what? He deserves it. So mute his microphone. I don't give a fuck anymore.
You can't tell me what to do.
Yeah, you can't tell a Nero what to do, dick.
Now, I just like to point out that every time I've muted your microphone, it's been a suggestion from someone, and I went, "Oh, that's a good idea."
So he does tell you what to do. Is that it?
No.
No.
I suggest it because that's how this dynamic works.
It's called manipulation, Nero. Good job.
We're a team. Something you wouldn't know anything about.
When was the last time you didn't do anything Kahlo did, Nero?
I say no to him all the time.
Really? When? What was the last time?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Want me to?
You
just want me to?
You can't remember?
Nero, can I pull this foam down?
No,
there.
You can't.
See, look, he said no to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
That's what's going on?
That's what it's going on.
Nero, start breathing. Oh, see, he did what I told him to do. Great logic.
Asshole.
Great logic. I'm proud of you.
Jeez, guys.
You know what?
What?
You know what?
What?
You know what? Your words are pretty strong, all right? But you know what? You want to throw down, maybe?
Yeah, let's throw them right now.
Is that what it's going to come to?
Oh,
right now.
A little one-on-one?
I'm tired of this.
Some mano-y-mano?
Come to blows in the studio?
Yeah,
Guys,
let's go.
no,
That's right.
we're not fighting in
That's
the
right.
air.
That's
You know
right.
what?
We're dueling. So you know what? DJ and Nero, drop the beat.
What?
Drop the beat.
Drop the beat.
What
Drop
the fuck
it.
are you talking
You need
about?
to drop the beat.
I need to drop a beat.
The beat.
Drop the beat.
You
You know what the beat is? You need to drop it.
Okay. All right.
Come on. Come on.
Hang on. I really need to I really need to know. Are you serious about me dropping the beat?
You need to drop the motherfucking
We have never
beat.
been
It's
so
happening.
serious in this room ever.
This is happening.
This is happening.
This is happening.
Drop the beat.
He's about to get destroyed.
Beat's gonna get dropped. Here we go.
Come on, Juxta. Come on. What you got?
In this corner, weighing in at 135 pounds, we've got the Catman from Batman.
It works.
Juxtaposition. And in this corner, weighing in at 98 pounds soaking wet for some reason, the Thief, kicking it from the back, Lander, something. What is your name?
Kyle Lander. Okay, you got this. Come on. Come on, man.
All right. Here we go, guys. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
Do it.
All right. Here we go.
Yeah, come on. Let's go.
You ready for this?
Oh, yeah, come on. Bring it. Show me
Are
what
you
you
ready?
got. Use your words.
Can you do this? Enter Juxta, master of position. I don't know where to start. You gave me too much ammunition. You call yourself a thief? Think you got that homage? Hang up your daggers. It's time to go back to Black Mage. I feel like dueling a Boy Scout. Your skill isn't even in my neighborhood. You need to get the fuck out until you learn blood for blood. Ripping your ass as a new one is ecstasy. Cause beating me is your final fantasy.
Oh, shit. Oh, he dropped it.
Shut your mouth. Listen close. Silence no Asuna. This ain't a boast. You're a sad excuse for a host. Pity about your jokes, all those laughs, silent gaps at your idiocy. Can't you even see? No one's laughing with you. You're an exhibit in the LBR Zoo with a cage set up next to a Scalia.
Wait,
Did
what?
I forget to mention? You're number 6'2".
Hey.
Oh.
Fool, I'm the best. Nothing I need to address. After the show, you're gonna hear a kaboom, cause I got Minphilia waiting in the back room.
Ooh.
Dreams.
You fail so hard, Scalia clears content before you.
Hey.
But at least you're prettier than Nika after a poo. What? Too far? Did I tread? Well, it sounded better in my head.
Stop your whining. Quit your bitching. I need to keep my ears from bleeding. All you do is misleading. Always reading from scripts, but never able to flip your own switch or make your own bit. You're a scene stealer with class schizophrenia. Paladin, bard, ninja. You rotate so much gear, your retainers need an inventory enema. Jerk. Bitch.
By a Nero's beard, you're crusty, rusty, untrustworthy, and Kobold's ass dirty.
Oh, you've got dump truck hands like a Kyanian. Your jokes are like a light switch, on again, off again.
You're as loud as cow! Hardly worth a wow! With the mind of a child!
666. It's the number of the beast.
You mean the number of the least?
Most exciting host with the most reasons to be the butt of our jokes.
Why don't you go cry in a corner like Nika?
Wait a minute. Eureka. This feud. Scratch it. I know how to bury the hatchet.
You're right! I see it too now. Separate, we're awesome. I'm methodical, you're creative.
And together, we're diabolical.
So let's use our powers for evil!
Not evil, but against all these lame people.
Kalu position is reborn and raging like a storm.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, alright!
Alright, we're back.
Back in black.
That was weird, guys.
Can we go back to them fighting?
What do we have to fight about?
You know what? I think he's just mad now because his little love affair with you is over.
Yeah.
He's feeling lonely
I don't know,
again.
you kind of remind me of like High School Musical, like the two bros.
Your face is a High School Musical.
I don't know. It just seems like you guys are gonna go home and rub dongs. That's what I think.
Maybe that's what a Nero likes. What? No.
I mean, that's what you want.
That was truly that
was original.
That's going to be a memorable bit on the show forever.
You're welcome.
That can never go away. You did that.
We ain't never going away.
Although I will say, I think Kala won.
I think Kala won too.
Now, in the end, really, we're both winners.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so sweet.
Seriously.
Boo! Oh, that was
I
awful.
take it all back. Like I said that it was awkward listening to them fight. This is worse. Ugh.
Why don't you just get it over with and fuck? Just do it. And then we can
Why
stop.
do you really want to see us fuck?
Well, yeah, you know,
it's
you're the
kinda
one that's
awkward.
always bringing up this whole flash fiction idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
Are there some undisputed feelings deep, lying deep within you that you want to get off your chest, man?
No, I don't.
I don't want to see a Nero
I
get
think he
anything
wants to
off
get
his
off.
chest.
I think he wants to get off on our chest. Is what?
Oh,
God. Come on. God. All
I'm
right.
going to slowly.
Next episode, please.
All right. Well, I think that is a pretty good bridge into FMFFLs.
FM
I listened to
podcast
that
life.
Rap, FMFFL.
Yeah. I don't know what I sat through. That
Epic rap battles of fantasy.
that was truly special, guys. Thank you for that.
Wow, the chat ate it up too. I'm still scrolling back trying to find the beginning.
I do know that the intro track was a little bit loud on the stream. Sorry for blowing your head off, guys. That'll be fixed in the podcast for sure. So let's go through some FMFFLs. Of course, FMFFL stands for Fuck My Final Fantasy Life. And if you've got stories of epic Final Fantasy fail, we encourage you to share them on Twitter, or you can email them to us and tag them with the hashtag FMFFL. Our first FMFFL comes to us from Aldrich of Goblin. Steps of Faith down to 12%. And then this happens. What the fuck? And he includes a picture here. And apparently just Windows doing an automatic repair for like no reason, and that sucks, dude. That really sucks. Hopefully it was able to repair successfully, because when that happens, I would be sweating. I would be so nervous at that point. Who wants to take the next one?
We got from @Sean Pez. I stayed up late Monday to finish weekly. After work on Tuesday, I went to pick up a new quest and turned in instead.
Oh, dude,
no.
I've done that.
I've done that too.
Hashtag Fumful.
It's probably not on there because I seen it on Twitter earlier, but my favorite FMFL of the night was actually from Thunder Muffin. His FFML was that he slept through the first 2 episodes of the radio.
Oh, actually, that was the next one, so...
Oh, really?
No, it wasn't.
Come on.
I was going to say, no one edits the outline after we're
But
here.
what's the segment called?
Fumful.
Fumfil.
No.
FMFFL.
There you go.
Fantasy Life. Did I say it wrong?
Yeah, twice.
It's an FMFL.
Yeah, good job. Who wants to? Somebody take the next one.
Okay, it's from Fragged Out from Hysteria.
He's known Fragged Out as known as
says,
Hysteria.
Late night pug, Amdapur HM running summoner, first boss, rest of the party wipes, pops limit break, 4 boss kills, disconnect, party wipes, waits for him, last boss, limit breaks, disconnects again.
I don't think that you should be limit breaking.
Ouch. That sucks.
Probably not.
From KMFDM Kid 2000 or Nikki 7. I have a pretty good FFL. Good raid group, geared out, Gil, a nice house, max crafting, hashtag hard work paying off. Got nothing for FMFFL. Well, screw you too.
Well, hey, not everyone gets fucked in the ass by this game all the time.
I guess not.
You douchebag.
You're leaning heavy on that one today.
You're leaning heavy on my dick. Get off.
Wow.
You kind of are. Yeah, there've been a lot of just stop it, Nero. Stop.
Oh, what?
Okay.
Yeah.
Next, from Leonry Roders, I tend to avoid lower level roulette. Did it 3 times in the last week. 3 times the Aurum Veil. Ooh, sorry about your luck.
That sucks. Whenever I do low level, I always get like Sastasha or Toto Rock. That's
Always Toto Rock.
Always Toto Rock. A million
I'm
times.
going to read one here from Volkai
Go for
that says, finally got his first 50. The FMFFL part is the time spent leveling from 1 to 49 was from September 22nd, 2010 to January 27th, 2015.
Jeez.
That's a long time.
That is a long time.
That is a long
It's some
time.
Final Fantasy 11 style
It
leveling.
is. It is.
Poor Ethis. Coming from Ethis, FFXIV. Physical collector's edition in Australia, $360. What the fuck, Yoshi?
How does that compare to American dollars?
How much is it for us?
120?
129. Yeah.
130.
Yep,
Yeah.
360 for him.
From Leon Ray Rogers. We already read that
Yeah,
one.
you
from
want Lunar Fairy.
Yeah, from Lunar Fairy, not an FMFFL, but an FC mate, lots 94 on Dreadworm Choker of Fending. Leaves the instance. I've done that. I've done that shit.
Sucks.
I've done that shit. I fucking hate
Aaron's
when I
done
do
that.
that. I've totally done. And I've even done it with my raid group to where the item falls to the floor because everyone else passed it because I'm a fucking retard.
Wow, you're
Wait,
a
if everybody
douche.
passed, then shouldn't it have dropped right to you?
One person didn't pass and I exit and they did, like, the pool didn't collect, and then they come back and they know that the gear isn't there, so they just hit pass, and then so that's how that happens.
Xanther Sarah did 5 World of Darkness for Summoner gear. Only Ninja and Bard gear drops. Along with bad healers, wipe 10 times. Then rolled a 95 on Puff, and someone else rolls a 97.
Yeah, that's a lot of bad luck.
Yeah, I got Puff on a random. I mean, I don't ever
You don't
try.
care.
I don't ever care.
Yeah.
I got a 93 on it the other day, and 2 people still rolled higher than me.
Unless I can sell it, then I care.
You can't sell Puff.
No.
I still don't have the Onion Knight one.
From Flame Fenrir, upgraded to the PS4 with a solid-state hard drive to make FF14 run faster. Have now spent all afternoon watching progress bars. #Fumful.
Ooh,
Rite
yeah.
of passage.
That's true. That
Yep.
happens. That happens. And that takes care of FMFFLs. Thank you so much for submitting your FMFFLs. Again, if you'd like to submit any of those hashtag, just use the hashtag FMFFL. You can tag us in the tweet if you want. If you don't have room, don't worry about it. Or if your FMFFL is way too long to tweet, if it doesn't fit into 140 characters, you can also email them to us too. hosts@limitbreakradio.com. Which brings us to emails.
I'll take the first one.
You go for it.
And actually, I think that Ethis Asher
Ooh.
should probably come back for this because it looks to be lore related.
Oh, okay.
You what, mate?
Hey! Look at that.
All right, so we have an email here, Ethis, that I think you might be able to help provide a little bit of expose to. So let me go ahead and read that.
Okay,
first off, love the show. Always look forward to listening to the new podcast on my way to work. Keep up the great work. Anywho, during the story arc brought to us in 2.55, the dragon Nidhogg was mentioned as a massive dragon that is dead, which I don't think is true. His eye is in a vault for safekeeping for the fact that if his eye and body were ever brought back together, he would be restored and all hell would rain on Ishgard. Firstly, I think that this is a foreshadow to probably who would be a primary boss near the end of the expansion, maybe. However, in the Tour of the North, while they do the fly-through in Corythus, Western Highlands, you can see, which we talked about, a dragon skull
We
and a
paused on this
massive body.
earlier in
Yep.
part 2, yep.
The spikes could possibly be taken as something else, but there is nothing else on the cliff to support the theory. The head is clearly visible in the video and is incredibly massive.
Yes.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just a dragon that is dead on the cliffside. But with it as massive as it is, I feel like this could possibly be Nidhogg. Anywho, would like to know your thoughts. Nidhogg's not dead, is he?
No, Nidhogg is not dead. So the thing is, as we know from Midgard's Zorma, 1,000-year sleep is a pretty short nap for a dragon.
Right.
Nidhogg, we know, is one of the first kin of Midgard's Zorma. His eye was taken 20 years ago by a man named Alberic, who was a former Azure Dragoon, and he's actually the quest given for the Dragoon job quests. He took his eye in battle, and the eye is actually used by the Azura Dragoon as their job crystal. They have it in a vault in Ishgard. That's quite right. The current Azura Dragoon, who, if anyone who hasn't played through the Dragoon job quests. We've been reintroduced to him recently. His name's Estinian. He, during the Dragoon job quests, was taking the eye out of the city because he felt Nidhogg stirring even then and wanted to get it basically as far away from Ishgard as possible. Over the course of the Dragoon job quests, you end up reconciling with him, and the eye is back in Ishgard. And that is presumed to be one of the sort of primary motivations for Nidhogg attacking the city again, because it's such a powerful relic. It basically gives the wielder all of his powers and gives him a sort of direct connection to his mind. As Estinian was saying, he can hear the thoughts and the words of Nidhogg, and he knows where he is and when. So no, he's definitely not dead.
Definitely not dead.
I don't think that's him we saw hanging up. That's I don't know.
Are you talking
big dragon?
You're talking about the one it's shown very briefly in the Tour of the North video, and we didn't actually pause on this, but you're talking about the dragon that's like in chains, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're referring to. That's not Nidhogg.
Right. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's correct. That's probably not Nidhogg. But when just looking it up really quick, it's said that they're going to be introducing the 7 Worm Kings to fight in Heavensward, which are the 7 sons of Midgar Somer, and these dragons include Nizbek, Bahamut, Tiamat, and others. We don't know if some of these other dragons that we've heard about in the storyline, if they're connected to that as well. I mean, I don't know. It seems like, if you put Bahamut in there, that these, Nizbek and Tiamat also have to be,
fucking epic as shit.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I mean, if they're Bahamut level, yeah.
So, I mean,
That's not necessarily the case, but Bahamut is a really interesting case, and you'll probably pick up this once you're getting through turn 13 for anyone who hasn't yet. Bahamut mirrors Louis Soir. When the Mericidians were being attacked by the Allergans, they had a situation where they were, on the brink of extinction in a similar way to our own calamity, and they prayed and summoned forth Bahamut, who is a long-dead ancient Mericidian hero and one of the first brood of Midgard-Sormer, and imbued him with the powers of a primal.
Okay. That's interesting. So Bahamut wasn't born from Midgar-Sormer as he is, or as we know him now.
He is.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Well, I was actually more just saying in terms of like size or challenge, that if we end up being able to encounter Nizbek and Tiamat, because
big deal.
Because they say that the 7 Worm Kings are going to be, that's going
prominently featured.
Prominent battles that we fight. So
maybe 3.0's version of Primals. Probably, possibly. I don't know.
I don't know. I actually think that
it
maybe
would be a way to continue the primal sort of not storyline structure.
Well, see now, but again, Ethis, you bring up a good point that Bahamut is really kind of unique, because if he existed as a primal, but he's also one of the 7 sons of Midgar Somer, you have to wonder, what are the other sons of Midgar Somer? What are those encounters going to be like? And, because the name Bahamut has been dropped as one of, the 7 sons of Midgar Somer, are we actually going to find out more about him, other than just how he was essentially captured by the Allergans and put into space? Because that's really...
Yoshi was telling us, it was either the last letter or the letter before that. He was telling us that we were going to hear a lot more about the dragons of Mericidia over the course of Heavensward, and I think that gives some credence to the theory that's going around, which I mentioned in part 2, that the Mericidians are actually the surviving. The Dravanians, rather, are actually the surviving children of the Mericidians that managed to escape the Allergans after the fall of the Empire.
Right. And again, with Bahamut, being dead, And also, the encounter that happens with Vishap on the Steps of Faith, that's a big fucking dragon. That's way bigger than any other dragon that we've encountered yet.
That was some Dark Souls shit.
Yeah, and he's
doing that instantly made me think of Dark Souls.
And just to give you an idea, he's not one of the seven sons.
I was just going to say, Vishap wasn't one of the seven sons that we saw. Yeah, right.
So it's got to be bigger than that. I mean, again, if we're talking Bahamut level, then, it's going to be really interesting how these
level, because Bahamut's more powered up based on the fact that he was captured. He was a son of Midgard-Sormr, right?
And powered up.
But then powered up and turned into a primal.
Yes.
So,
yes, that's
so
right.
And if we can beat Bahamut, then these guys
power.
should be a piece of cake.
Theoretically,
Yeah.
I mean, who's necessarily to say what
Should be.
happened? What could end up happening? But yeah, I'm just looking forward to it.
Yeah, I just think that the idea that we're going to learn more about Bahamut and the seven sons that Midgard-Sormr had talked about, and the fact that we actually haven't seen any of these seven sons yet and haven't had an encounter with them as best we know, I think that's super interesting.
Oh, it's extremely exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you for helping us answer that question, Ethis.
No worries, guys.
And again, check out Ethis's YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/EthisAsher. If we have anything else, we shall summon you. And he's gone. Okay, so who's next email?
So I listened to the recent episode, and the topic of people leaving / asking to be vote kicked from World of Darkness thing kind of got to me. I have to agree with Nika on this one.
Boo.
I'm going to try and keep this short and just provide an analogy. Let's say you're tanking and you're only after drops from the first or second boss. You down them and guess what? No drops. So you say, hey guys, I was really only trying for the first two bosses, think you could vote kick me. A Nero's version. Yeah, sure man, it's cool, wait for a tank to rejoin. They'll probably need one at some point, or at least would feel safer depending on the competence of the remaining tanks. Now, the other groups ask, what happened to your tank? You guys tell them they were only here for the first two bosses and asked to be vote kicked. Now, seeing that this is totally cool, you see a healer from B and C drop and a handful of DPS from each group, and finally the tank from C just drops because I'm not going to wait for replacements, quotes. Seeing as how it's totally cool for people to leave or be vote kicked out if they don't get what they're after, now all these people after drops from boss 3 or 4 are stuck twiddling their thumbs or leaving themselves to wait on requeues, only to hope people will stick around for boss 3 and 4 this time. And you can't tell anyone after the first person, no, I won't vote kick you, or get mad at anyone who drops afterwards for the same reason. Why would it be okay for the first player but not subsequent players? If you queue for someone, see it through. If you queue for something, see it through. Other people waited for you to fill a spot. If you're tired of doing the content, then don't do it. Bite the bullet and save up for the poetics. Personally, I can only stand to do World of Darkness twice a day. I only need gloves or boots, but as a tank, I'm not going to just bail on everyone if X and Y boss don't drop the pieces I'm after. To me, that feels like a dick move. If you consider it consideration for people to vote kick you or be cool with you leaving, I would... If you consider it consideration for people to vote kick you or be cool with you leaving, I would say have some consideration for other people who are after things from the final boss. Sincerely, Sigurd Hakoto from Leviathan server. P.S. I hope this doesn't rustle any mummies.
Mummies.
But I know it just sucks when you lose a healer or a tank, especially because they didn't get what they want. It feels like a big screw you guys. And yes, I know it's only EOD, but how many times have you seen the horrors that ensues when there's only one tank who is not just mashing buttons, or one healer in your group whose cast bar is actually moving? Losing those people is like slitting an alliance's group/wrist, and the rest of the time you just watch as everything falls apart. Can't tell you how many times I've had to pick up all the ads so that they don't eat a healer's face, and how many times I've died doing so no matter how many cooldowns I pop. But I have to admit, watching a black mage run for their lives while 3 mobs chase them is quite hilarious. Thanks for the show, guys. It's always a blast.
Thank you very much for the email. And here's the thing:
So
is that
point.
if more people, I am sick of queuing for World of Darkness for fucking 35 minutes as a tank. I'd rather get an in-progress queue. And if there are more tanks getting booted out of, runs that they didn't get gear on, that gives me a higher chance of getting into that.
Who says there's going to happen to be an in-progress tank queuing? There are so few tanks as it is comparatively that DPS get replaced.
I'm sorry. Does everyone doesn't just all the time have the join in progress run thing checked? That is permanently checked for me.
Also, the other thing
I've noticed just from experience in World of Darkness, DPS get replaced quickly, but when there's a healer or a tank spot, they're gone for at least a fight.
It's because there's no expectation of getting an in progress queue. Even putting fucking selecting the in progress, I have to wait for 30 goddamn minutes. and it's excruciating.
Welcome
And-
to our world.
Okay, fine.
All right, but something else you have to realize is this particular incident isn't indicative of the whole vote kick thing. It happens all the time, and if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. It doesn't matter if someone asks to be vote kicked, if they just leave all on their own. That kind of thing will happen. But it's not to say that it's always going to happen.
Since they introduced the weekly lockout quest, has anyone been on a run where they've lost so many people that they had to just abandon?
I haven't. I've never even realized that. The last time that happened was back when I first tried to do Ultima Hard. We got her down to 5%, had full echo, and then some guy's like, "That's it, I'm out." Drops, and everybody else drops.
Right.
Never seen it happen since then. That's a good point.
Yeah. I mean, I used to do, when queue times for Labyrinth of the Ancients were in, when I was waiting a long time to get in there, there were points where you'd lose enough people, and there was just not enough interest in doing Labyrinth of the Ancients where you could possibly fail. And we could go back there, but with that weekly quest and people still working on, coats and twines and now Allegan tomestones, or the weapon tomestones, I don't see that being as big of a problem. And you can just, again, it's not like you have to put your party flag up or seek people. Like the system will auto dump someone into your party. And if you're in a party with bads, like if you've got 2 bad tanks and only 1 tank that's paying attention, it's probably not going to make the difference 90% of the time.
It comes down to morality and whether or not you're I don't know. It's just a good moral thing. If you're gonna leave, then leave. Eat the 30-minute bullet and try again. Otherwise,
well, now you're being the dick, though.
Yeah,
you're being the dick and hampering someone else's time.
Yeah, because I just spent 35 minutes waiting for my queue to pop, and I'm only going for 1 piece of gear out of the second boss. Let's say it doesn't drop. Okay, I don't want to have to sit through a bumbling 45-minute run and take the 30-minute lockout.
Yes.
No, that's so unreasonable.
Why don't
because
you?
Because there is no.
I always go all the way.
There is literally no it is.
But I feel like, especially now that they've lifted the lockout on the gear, lot on everything and turn it in or use it on other jobs. There's no reason not to go. I did a World of Darkness the other day.
That's even more of a reason.
It just to lot all the gear to equip it on my other classes. There's no reason not to go to the end. You could get the puff. You could get the card. You have all these reasons. Plus, you're not being a dick.
I have the puff. I have the card. I have my weekly item. All I need is that second boss. I've waited 35 minutes in a fucking queue, and I don't really want to wait another 35 minutes to have my queue be accessible again. Isn't it just easier if the party vote dismisses me and I can just re-queue?
You call that guy who gets vote banned.
It's easier, yes. Is it rude or morality correct?
What?
Lies. No.
You are the rude one.
Don't dictate behavior. Yeah, you're kind of being the dick in that example.
That person who are you calling a dick for leaving the party is my savior for letting me get in on the motherfucking cloud of darkness.
Exactly.
Thank you to that person.
Exactly. That way somebody else can queue in progress. There's enough people queuing in progress where this isn't a problem. If every time you queued in progress, you got the run that you were queuing in progress for, then there would be a problem. But a lot of times you have that in progress selected, and it still takes 35 minutes for you to queue into a fresh queue. So, I don't see how anyone loses by vote dismissing someone. It's not a dick move. It's pure pragmatism. That's all it is. It's just pragmatic. I just want the one item that I need. And at this point, it's probably not even for gear progression. It's for fucking glamour.
Glamour.
And that's the ridiculous thing, is that you're locking somebody out of a fucking dungeon for 30 minutes because you don't want to let them get a glamour piece, or you want them to finish out a run for some reason. It doesn't make any sense.
Through it.
Doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't help anybody. You're just hurting that person.
Someone, there's not an option for this person wants to be vote dismissed. If you click harassment enough times on vote dismiss and someone has that enough times, I think they get flagged.
Owned.
Well, so do AFK
you
then.
can say
do AFK then.
I guess.
I
when
don't,
they instantly queue.
Because they're gonna be AFK.
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true.
You're only hurting yourself, because when I say vote kick me and you don't do it, I'm still starting the instance.
Yeah.
You're not helping anybody.
I'm not going to pay. If you don't vote dismiss me, I'm probably not going to sit at the entrance, but I'm not going to try to tank either. So have fun doing Cerberus.
But see, now who's being the dick, though?
Well,
You
yeah,
are.
you are.
You are.
You are, and I'm having to retaliate.
You realize that like 85, at least everyone who's talking about this in the chat agrees with me, by the way.
It doesn't matter if they agree with you or not. You're still being a dick.
I don't think so.
Yes.
How are you
saying, I
not?
know I'm going to leave this group to find another tank when I don't get what I want.
Because there's
Or
literally
what's even worse is when you do get what you want and still drop.
There's absolutely, because it puts no impetus on you whatsoever. You don't have to back out. You don't have to exit. You don't have to do anything.
You're
It
going to get
there's one dialogue box that comes up if you're the party leader that says, "Do you want to replace?" And you hit yes, and then it does.
It doesn't even matter. If you click no, it still replaces for you. It does nothing.
Pointless dialogue box is pointless. It doesn't because if it actually impeded the run, it never has. Someone leaving mid-run, someone getting vote dismissed mid-run has never ever made a difference whether I won or lost. It just maybe made a difference how much time it took. Maybe. Thank you very much for the email. I love how this topic creates more dissent among the crew
Than guild work?
than guild work or get good, any of that
I
shit.
wanted to see what you guys think about this. I know this is total whatever, but she says these points hold water until you have someone who wants to be vote dismissed because they don't want to help new players clear things, or they queue up for a low-level roulette and ditch because they get Aura and Veil and want you to vote kick them, or there's some poor new player who hasn't cleared this yet and now has to find a new group because dungeons like that where people fall apart when someone wants to be vote dismissed because there's a new player.
there's a
Now,
difference when
how do you think about that?
Boo hoo.
No, that
wasn't
makes you the
this
asshole, not the person who
wasn't
voted
hold on. This topic was this topic originally brought up just in general or specifically related to
Crystal Tower.
raids? Okay,
No, this was specifically Crystal
okay, yeah,
Tower.
if it's
Being
specifically
dismissed in
Crystal Tower, then I hold true. That doesn't hold true other places.
A four-man dungeon is not the same thing.
Because you're right. If you're in Aurum Vale, you're not going to get. You're probably not even getting another DPS for a half.
No,
hour.
no, that's true.
So yeah, in
That's
those
true.
instances, dick move.
That holds up.
If you didn't have time, you shouldn't have went in.
We're talking about Crystal Tower, the 20.
I'm just talking about more about the morality of asking someone to vote kick you versus just leaving yourself when you don't want to be there. If you join and there's a new player, you leave because you don't want to be there. If you go to World of Darkness and you don't get the piece you want, you leave because you don't want to be there.
Asking people to vote dismiss you so you don't have to deal with the lockout is like that's not. How is that being a dick? I don't understand how that's being a dick, because all you're trying to do is avoid the fucking lockout. And okay, if people don't want to, at that point, if they want to be like, no, you have to stay, I think that that's way more unreasonable than going, hey guys, I didn't get the piece of gear that I wanted. Do you mind vote dismissing me? Because it's like 3 clicks to do that shit.
I will say, if you have a tank who's going to queue up in progress right now, and maybe, but even still, what's the guarantee they're going to get in that raid? There isn't one, so I don't know.
Because there's probably already somebody in front of them waiting to get in.
Yeah,
probably is.
There's plenty of tanks queuing in progress. I guarantee, especially for World of Darkness. I guarantee
For the
it.
body.
And Circus Tower.
So I guess the question is, would it be different if there was not a ready supply of tanks queuing in progress?
If there was, once
so you're saying
3,
that it's just because it's World of Darkness and because you know for sure that there's going to be someone.
any of the Crystal Tower raids, and absolutely,
Okay, so
because
once Heaven's Word drops, you should no longer ever do that in World of Darkness because you won't find another tank.
it depends. It depends on what the population of the event looks like. Because I would have said that it was much more of a dick move back in Labyrinth of the Ancients, where sometimes being dismissed was the breaker of the party. But the thing is that this is World of Darkness that we're talking about. If you're down 2 people, you're not going to wipe to anything as long as you have competent fucking people. And the second thing is that when we move, as long as they don't eye level cap, as long as they don't hard cap the content, then as long as we're progressing in levels and in gear, that the shit is just going to get easier. So, where you can be down 2 people or have, 4 or 5 incompetent people in World of Darkness, you can be down literally an entire party and go through the entire, the entire Labyrinth of the Ancients with 2 full parties, and really you'll probably be fine. So, as, the content just, it eases in and of itself over time. So, I don't know. I think that that's kind of debatable, but I don't think that being asked to be vote dismissed is a dick move in Crystal Tower, in any of the Crystal Towers right now. I just don't. And
I feel like if that's the way a vote dismiss was intended to be used, they would have an option as in this person asked to be vote dismissed. Click
who
on
cares?
That is the option. That's the function. How is that not the function of it?
What's the definition? What's the definition of a dick move to you, Nika? What's the definition of a dick move to you?
Use vote dismiss, not because someone wants to.
But there's no penalty. There's no penalty associated with vote dismiss, but there is a penalty associated with abandoning.
Well, you only get one vote dismiss per 4 hours per person.
Well, your whole entire party can vote dismiss people.
I'm just saying to initiate the vote dismiss.
I seriously, I don't.
That's also true. What if I vote dismiss you now, and then someone comes in who legitimately goes offline, and now I can't vote dismiss you
There's
because
6 other people.
vote dismissed you for asking.
There's 6
other people.
There's technically 4 other people.
There's a lot of other people that can.
I know, but what if?
Because she's one in the.
Look at the lengths that you're after going to justify your behavior. Like it's like at some point I think you gotta realize that's okay. Maybe this is a bit unreasonable.
If everybody comes in, kills one boss, asks to be vote dismissed, the next person comes in, kills the next.
But that doesn't happen. It's like 1 or 2 fucking people.
But you're trying to set a standard here. If it's okay for one person to do it, you're pretty much saying it's okay for everyone to do it.
Yes, I'm saying that it's okay for everyone to do it.
Everyone isn't going to do it
until
everyone's already vote dismissed.
Until it's until it's an actual problem that prevents progression in the goddamn instance, and it's not. It has never been.
Right. I don't know.
Can you name one time where your party has broken because of someone who left
in Crystal Towers?
In Crystal Tower.
Not in World of Darkness, but in other Crystal Towers, yeah.
When
it was dead content, when it took you an hour to fucking queue for that shit.
In which case, yes,
that makes sense.
That was a dick move.
Why we've seriously spent 30 minutes on this.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
Next email.
Our next email comes to us. Somebody else read this? I don't have the wherewithal.
It's way too long for me.
All right, I'll read it. This is Theron Arturis from Hyperion, longtime listener going back to pet food days. Really?
Hey, well, wait, what, huh?
Where's the association here?
Really?
Maybe sent this to the wrong show or something.
Really enjoy the show, especially when you mute Juxta.
Oh,
nope, right.
Hold on.
So here's some comments and thoughts.
Might be mix up. We didn't do pet food anything.
What do you think about practice areas for some dungeons? I know that they have practice dummies, but I think it would be helpful if you could practice certain dungeon mechanics, like Titan Extreme, dive bombs, that type of thing. I know that's what you should be able to do with an FC or even Duty Finder, but it would be nice to have some experience in it before you run into Mr. Strike 3. Need a setting where you can limit your tells to just those on your friends list? That way you could avoid all the Gil Seller tells. So after hearing your stories about FanFest, I think you should use the tagline, "A radio regurgitated." In Heaven's Ward, I hope they add...
I think that's a reference to me throwing up a lot.
It definitely is.
In Heaven's Word, I hope
I threw up a lot.
I hope they add a way to level besides just doing dungeons. I'd love to see a party group where you could pull and kill. Kind of tired of dungeon.
Well, I know. I'm pretty sure that there's going to be a greater emphasis on Lev Quests and Fates because those are going to be new things that are going to be added. New fates for the regions and stuff like that. So I don't think that it's necessarily going to be dungeon. I think they're going to break that up, but I think they're going to break it up with stuff that we've already seen.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be back to the grinding days.
Yeah, it doesn't need to go back to XP parties, although there is a part of me that sort of wishes that FF14 would try.
An option,
yeah,
not that you need to do it. Or something.
You called someone a chuckle fuck. I don't know what it is, but it actually sounds kind of fun.
What? All right.
These are just random thoughts he sent in.
Yeah, these are different points.
Yeah.
He's
okay.
all in one.
All right.
Sure. Worst players in FF14. The FF11 player that just can't let go. Compares everything to 11. Give it up or go back. Players that can't stop talking about Red Mage. There's no Red Mage, so shut up. Ninjas that run around with their knives out everywhere they go.
Because you flip when you jump with your knife out.
I was going to say, this guy sounds a little jelly.
He does not like you, Juxta.
What?
That's what I have taken away from this.
Ninjas are better in this game.
Story mode on Coil. No thanks. Take the challenge and get better at your job. The game has been made easy enough as it is. I'm 60 and my wife is 51 and we're both working on clearing T8 and my static has another 51-year-old grandmother in it and I have a full-time job that requires traveling once a month. If we can do it, well, you get the idea. And he also includes an FMFFL. I was working on my Atma and I couldn't get the drop. 4 hours of nothing but fates and no drop. The whole time my wife would look over and ask how it's going, and then turn back to her computer. Finally, after 4 hours, she leans over, taps me on the shoulder, and says, "You know, Atma doesn't drop in coercive."
Oh no.
That's all for now. Shout out to my FC Lost and Found, and congrats to one of the statics on our FC for getting the achievements for 10 clears in T5 and T9.
I have a quick FMFFL.
All right.
During that Atma thing,
Yeah.
I was doing an Atma thing, and I couldn't get a drop with the new updated drop rates for like 2-3 hours. Full inventory.
Oh,
I'm like, I can't be mad. It's my fault.
Yeah, that's all you. All right, and here's our last email for the evening. Hi, LBR crew, Nero, and the Hardy Foundation of the group. You put together an amazing show. After discovering you guys via shout out from Mr. Happy, that's what's up. Shout out to Mr. Happy in reference to the 14 worst FF14 players. I've really jumped into listening to a lot of your shows on YouTube channel while playing FF14. Listening to your rants are always a joy, while that DPS DFQ is just too damn long. Kahlo, where let's see. Kahlo, where Aniro is the solid foundation of what you guys have all made. You are the egotistical, maniacal troll that is the sealant of that foundation, the putty for the stone.
Thank you.
In all seriousness, though, Juxta.
I feel like I'm the troll.
I know.
How did he become?
Look, Juxta, sometimes what we perceive of the world ourselves isn't necessarily the reality of the situation.
I'm the troll guy! In all seriousness, though, you are most certainly rightfully Aniro's right hand in the group. Juxta, say something in your creepy, just something, creepy voice.
What's my creepy voice?
Say something.
I think your voice.
That was
is
it.
Just your
Yeah,
voice.
you got
just
it.
your voice.
You nailed it.
Done.
Something.
Can you say it creepier?
Escalia. Something.
I had to wash my hands after hearing that.
I see what you did there.
Escalia's lap is something.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
Yeah. Now we're done. We're done with that.
Thank you.
Honestly, the comedic harmony and cat placement you and Kahlo have going on is priceless. Nika, don't let the guys bring you down. Firstly, secondly, you are the paladin endgame master, in my opinion. Having not even I leveled up enough to start thinking about running coils, seeing you run T10 or T12, you're awesome. Not a casual Kahlo. Hard stare at Kahlo for a bit too.
a bit too long.
Kahlo.
No, that's all right. He called me egotistical and maniacal. That's great.
I don't think you
We're
want
just-
to be egotistical.
You can't.
Everyone
you can't
is.
bring me
Are
down.
you guys are staring, right?
Yeah,
you
I'm
guys
sta-
need
oh,
to be
I'm staring.
staring.
He essentially called me the supervillain of this group. That is amazing.
Staring at
But
you.
you're not the troll.
Bask in my radiance. No, I'm the troll too.
I think we need to have a straw poll. Which is the troll? Can I make one?
Escalia. Wait, who's Escalia?
He didn't even spell my name right.
Nope, sure didn't.
Nobody ever
my
does.
name.
There's no C in my name, people. I know it goes S casual. I get it, but there's no
Yeah.
C in the name. ESK.
Wait, that's literally all he wrote for Escalia.
That's it. That's literally all he wrote is Escalia. Wait, who's Escalia?
That's perfect.
That's it.
I've not been playing FF14 very long. Only have Ninja and Summoner at 50. But listening to you guys while I play is such an amazing experience. Just being able to hear community discussion surrounding all things FF14, it's awesome. And what keeps me going through this amazing, face-melting, rage-quitting, beautiful, stupendous game. All the love, mass hysteria, Lalafell Summoner from Sarge. Thank you so much, mass hysteria. We really appreciate the email and all of the nice things that you said about us. That was very kind.
Except for Escalia. Kind of need him.
Nah, that's okay.
Well, it's fine. It's Escalia.
Yeah, right. See, he's got a small fan group, and he thinks he's hot shit now.
It's true. I do.
So we've got to
because 2 people bought a shirt.
That's right.
So we just got to knock him down a peg. That's how we.
Oh yeah, you guys have always been real lax about making sure not to knock me down a peg.
Well, the problem is if we don't keep you in your place, you know what's going to happen? Juxta used to be what you are, and look at him now. He thinks he
I'm
has
the best.
power and responsibility. We're not going to let that happen again.
Yeah, we only make that mistake once.
Whatever. As casuals unite.
The straw poll is up, by the way.
Oh, is it? Wow, that was quick.
Juxta is leading by 6 votes to Kahlo's 2.
What is a straw poll?
It's a poll. He wants to know who the real troll
I've
is.
never heard of
Oh,
Post in
okay.
the chat.
I see. It's interesting.
vote
It's
too.
interesting that this is the thing that you throw down. Like, this is the line in the sand for you. Like, he's like, no,
troll?
I absolutely do not accept that. That is not the correct answer.
I'm the troll.
No, it live updates too if you sit on the
Results.
the results.
Oh, I'm catching up. What? Oh, we just tied. Oh, this is neck and neck.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So that's going to do it for Limit Break Radio for today. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. We are closing in 5 minutes to Game of Thrones, so we got to get the fuck out of here, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, honestly. Like, really, doing
Let's
the show.
focus on what's important.
It's Game of Thrones, guys.
Yeah.
It's fucking Game of Thrones.
It's family time for Nika.
Yeah.
You know what?
It really is
that's-
family time. We all sit down.
That's
I
actually
sit down
saying
with
something, and it's
serious
really
parents, We all
creepy.
sit down and we watch Game of Thrones. It's awesome.
That is really kind
It's
of
a
weird.
family time.
When Game of
So
Thrones is your
weird.
family time.
It's so weird.
Yes.
Yeah. That's sort of like, yeah, I'm not even going to go. Okay.
It's the best. When, dude, you can't sit down with your family and watch Game of Thrones.
No, that is super fucking awkward. No, absolutely not. Because my
Then
dad,
you need a
because
better
my
kid.
dad will go, hey, are those siblings fucking? And then I have to explain that yes, incest plays a significant role on this
He has
show.
to have a serious discussion about incest.
Nothing says great family time like flaccid penis for 30 minutes.
What the fuck? They killed the kid? I don't understand. What? It's the first episode, and they're gonna kill kids and have siblings fuck? I don't understand this. That my parents can't handle Game of Thrones. So, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Again, head on over to our website, limitbreakradio.com. If this is your first time hanging out with us, we hope that you'll check out our previous shows, and we also hope that you'll hit that follow button and check out other live shows. We're going to be doing this weekly starting in late May, early June, and that is thanks to your support. And if you'd like to support Limit Break Radio and what we do and be able to ensure that we can keep doing what we're doing, head on over to patreon.com/Limit Break Radio and put in whatever is comfortable for your budget, whether it's $10, whether it's $5 a month, whether it's $1 a month. You will receive bonus content no matter what. So that's going to do it today for Limit Break Radio. I want to thank Ethis Asher. Wow, I was so good.
You did
so
great
good
for the whole show.
You were so
You
good.
dropped the ball.
I'm
man.
terrible. I'm a terrible person. I want to thank Ethis Asher for joining us again. Head on over and subscribe to his channel, youtube.com/Ethis Asher. Honestly, you will not be disappointed in this sub. He creates some of the best Final Fantasy XIV videos that you can find anywhere. youtube.com/Ethis Asher. Thank you to all of the artists that we premiered today on the show, as well as Diamond Multimedia for providing our graphics. And of course, thank you to all of our patron supporters. Again, patreon.com/Limit Break Radio if you'd like to support Final Fantasy XIV podcasting. That's going to do it for Limit Break Radio. I'd like to thank my co-hosts, Nika Kayanian, Escalia Ryumasa, Juxtaposition, and Kahlo Landis. I'm Aniro. Keep listening.